Hello, it's Michelle the Stamp Broker, and I have been gone for a hot minute. I think my last real video was a month ago ish. Um, I apologize. My son graduated from college on May 10th, and that was a whole lot of planning and a big trip. And then my mom, so we live 400 miles from Houston. That's where he went to school. And the trip just did a number on her sciatica. And luckily, we live next door to each other, so I've been able to help her. But that has been so hard for her. And then my son took a trip to New Mexico with some friends, and when they got back, they stayed here for a couple of days. So we got to host them, cook for them, hear about all their adventures, get to know them better. So that was really great. And anyway, so it's just been hard for me to get back into scrapbooking. But I've been working on my daughter's 8th birthday party with a kit that I put together in late March. So I've been calling it my March/April counterfeit kit, how to kill a kit with style. And it's June, yeah. I didn't use it much in May, and now I'm on my last layout, and these are my last 3 photos. So when I'm done with this layout, I will make a layout share of all the layouts I've made with that kit, and I guess any other layouts I've made in the last few months. So stick around for that. These were all 4x6 photos, but as you can see, like, this was a tiny, I just cut it down. There was no need to have all that extra space. And then this one, it's not that great, but it's the only one with my daughter's Nana in it, and these are actually 2 birthday girls. So I thought I'd make a layout of basically these family photos. So I have done some work already. I cut them down and then I matted them. And because this one is kind of my favorite, and also because it's the smallest, I decided to, I guess, quadruple mount it. It's got white, pink, blue, and yellow. And then I pulled out some ballerina cardstock, which I haven't used yet, but it is a color. And then this paper I had not cut into, and it's actually the back side of the Bella Boulevard birthday, kind of the advertisement part of it. But it's kind of busy, but so I just cut it where 2 banners would show, and I think as a smaller strip it is definitely doable. I just realized it has all those stars, so that's something to think about. And then I had this striped paper, and I thought about having a scallop. I don't have a paper punch that has such a large scallop, just small. So I found this die from Close to My Heart, and I just ran it through my die cut machine twice and just lined it up. Then I thought these 2 busy patterns really needed a buffer, and so I pulled in the lighter side of Sapphire, and this is what I was thinking. Let's see, kind of like this, and then on both sides. You can see how the 2 patterns are just too busy. You put them put this blue between it, and I think it really tones it down. Now, I thought for a hot minute about doing some stitching, and then I think I've like 95% sure I just want to get this layout done. So I don't know if I want it down the middle or more towards the side. So let me get this glued and I will come back. Okay, so I am back. I got this all glued down. It's not perfect, but I think it'll work. So I'm gonna put it here. I'm not sure because I have a large title. I'm thinking something kind of like this, just kind of clustering them all together, right? So if I move it over here, let me show you what I'm thinking of for a title. I recently got these rulers from Not Just for Boys Kit Club, and I like how Merity uses them for titles. So I've got, let me show you where so the blue is from this Happy Life. I don't know what collection it came with, but I just bought it for the white and the blue. Okay, and I forgot if I mentioned that I am making this for a hop, Stampin' Savvy. It's a YouTube hop where we do Stampin' Stencil Savvy. Oh my goodness. It is a YouTube hop hosted by Brianna Spores, and it is where we show you how to use your stamps and your stencils in fun and creative ways. My gosh, why was that so hard? And then the pink is from Bella Boulevard, which is kind of fun because the paper's Bella Boulevard and it's area. And I'm not sure if I ever used it before. Time to use it. And then I have these acrylic titles in teal from Close to My Heart. And I was thinking of using Sweet. Birthday Memories. And so now you can see why I'm not thinking, I don't think this can go in the center. I think it's going to go a little to the left. And I don't want to cover up all of my scallop. So I definitely want to show it here and here. And it'll just be covered up here. Also, I actually made this rainbow for the layout before this, but I ended up not using it for it. Look how cute it is. This is using a new die from Keep It Simple, and I think I had it here. Oh my gosh. Here it is. Well, you can get actually the cards that are everything is pre-cut. And that's where I started. I thought, oh, this paper matches. I'll just use the cards. And then I wanted to, cards, and then there's Rainbow Builder. So I was like, I'll just use that. But then I decided to use the scraps. Okay, I can't find it right now. No, here it is. Yeah, it's my life. It's a mess. So it is here. And I have extras that I cut out. So I think I'm going to bring these to a scrapbook retreat that I am hosting later this month. And everyone can build their own rainbow. Isn't that fun? And these are like my favorite colors. So this actually goes here. See, it's not quite pink enough for what I was wanting to do. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. I will link these down below. And what we're doing this month for Stamp and Stencil Savvy is we are supposed to use more than one stamp set, combining stamp sets. So I used to be a close to my heart maker, so this girl has stamp sets. So I was thinking about putting this rainbow down here. Here's the sun. I don't know if it's going to peek from behind it or in front of it. And then here's some clouds. And let me show you the stamp sets. So there's also this stamp set from Keep It Simple, and it kind of goes with the rainbow. There's all of these. Oh, I love the font. I'm thinking of stamping on this cloud, "Oh, happy day." And then maybe on this other cloud, I don't know. It could be "Follow Your Rainbow," "You're the Best." Or I could just do some hearts. So I haven't quite decided. Okay, so there's that. And then, let's see. I don't know where I got this. Maybe out of my color bin. I have this little tab from the sticker sheet. I was thinking about maybe doing some hidden journaling behind this, and then you can access it from outside of the page protector. Also, I'd like to show you my homemade helps me decide what size to cut my photos down to. I think Kiwi Lane has some official ones. These are just transparency paper I had, and so I just wrote on them. I do have some bigger sizes too. I'm not sure where they are at the moment. These are fun. I don't know why I have 3 2x2s. So that's kind of how I decided. It kind of helps you decide, well, what part of the photo do you want to cut? All right. Now, I have another stamp set, but I lost it. So hang on and I'll be back. Okay, I am back. I was looking all over for this stamp set, Happy Birthday, and it actually fell on the floor up against the wall. Crazy. So what I did is I stamped it 3 times. Once on this lagoon, this turquoise in sapphire. Then I stamped it on this white. I stamped it again, and I guess I don't have it here with me. I'll bring it here in a minute. But because this white is textured, it stamped better on my Misty. And then, since I'm not going to use this one, I was experimenting, and to get a little bit of that lagoon color, I did ink the edge. So I'm going to just have some of these little hearts. So I'm mixing stamp sets, right? So then I was thinking about stamping a border, and so I took this stitched line, this dotted line from this stamp set, and I took this, just a very faint dotted line from this stamp set. I got a piece of this pink cardstock, and I stamped both stamps on here, and then I'm just kind of trying it out, right? Like, what would that look like? Personally, I think that's a little bold. So then I'll look at this one. I think this one looks better. So I'll probably use this. Let's see. And I think I will take this stamp set. And just FYI, I was a huge, close to my heart, stamp snob. And I really love these stamps from Keep It Simple. They seem to be very comparable. Let's see. Oh, there it is. And I still do a little bit of rubbing on it. And I think I'll stamp this in Lagoon. I have a list of things I need to order. Okay, let's see. Perfect. Okay, and my son I was referring to earlier, who just graduated, he is home. And you may hear him in the background. He's online. Can't decide if I want it there or here. Let's see, so let's go ahead and stamp this border. Let's see, here's the stamp. So I think I'll pull this one off and okay, so I went ahead and put some tear tape on here, and then my plan is to put this tag. I'm going to print out some journaling on white cardstock and put it on here. And if I have more than just if this is not enough space, then I will put it also on the back. And I may cut a second one of these because the back side is the darker color. Let me show you the difference. Here's the lighter, here's the lighter, here's the darker. So just a shade. Anyway, so I was thinking about putting it like this, right? So this is where I want to put some more tear tape, right here. So it won't fall down in it. Now I apologize, I have a little fan going and it was blowing some stuff. Okay, so, and I did find my other birthday. Let me push this up here. Come like that. 3 photos. And this is an old die. here it is. So you see how much better it's stamped the second time with using my Misty. It just, because it's textured, it just needed an extra stamp, an extra inking. So I think I do like it with the Lagoon around it. That's what I like about stamping, is that instead of it being a pre-made embellishment and maybe it's the wrong color and just having to like make it work or not use it, you can make your embellishments any color you want. You can use any color of ink, any color of paper. And I could color this birthday in, but I'm not going to. I like it plain. Okay, I wanted to hop back on here for two reasons. One is I really forgot to talk about this Stamp and Stencil Savvy YouTube hop. I will have the links down below. And then the second one is I felt like this area here was a little sparse. And so there is the stamp set from Keep It Simple for Best Day Ever, and it's got this little banner stamp and then the die. So I haven't colored it yet because I stamped it in Memento Tuxedo Black, and it's good to like just let it set for a little bit, and then I'll probably color it with probably I will color it with some of my alcohol markers. But I was thinking of, first I was thinking of one, but it's so little. Then I'm like, well, let's do two. And then I'm like, hey, because it kind of matches that, I think I'll do something like this. So wait for the close-ups at the end, and I may also add some enamel dots or some kind of bling just to bling it up a little bit. But I think this will add to this area. All right, take care. I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.